Hello and welcome to the Noavir Stadium in Japan, where past meets present for Football Club Barcelona. It's Barça against Vissel Kobe in the final game of the Rakuten Cup for Barcelona. And Barça up against the likes of Sergi Samper, David Villa and Andrés Iniesta, former Barça players. It is a great occasion for Football Club Barcelona, and it's also an opportunity to keep on warming up for the upcoming season and getting some of the new players acquainted with the Barça style, the Barça way of playing, and with their new teammates. We're talking about the likes of Antoine Griezmann and Frankie de Jong coming this summer. We're just around about 3 weeks away from the start of the season. Barça looking to start the campaign with all guns blazing. This an opportunity for that, to get the gears oiled, to get further miles on the clock. They're up against Vissel Kobe side, who line up like this: Maikawa, Yamaguchi, Sampe, David Villa, Iniesta, Ogawa, Mia, Hatsuse, Goke, Dankler and Fujitani. No Lucas Podolski, who misses out through injury. And a bit of news for Barça and Vissel Kobe: the signing of Thomas Vermaelen for the Japanese side, announced yesterday. Ter Stegen, Semedo, Rakitic, Busquets, Riqui Puig, Rafinha, Lenglet, Griezmann, Jordi Alba, Collado and Araujo form the starting lineup for Barça. Griezmann getting another role in the first 11, with De Jong and Neto waiting on the bench. Well, this one is just a couple of minutes away from kicking off. With a mini fireworks display just before the game. Well, there is the Rakuten Cup. Barça have already played their first pre-season friendly in Japan against Chelsea. They lost that one, but are looking to sign off with a victory today at the Noavir Stadium. Well, Barça also debuting their new away kit, which we will see shortly. Andrés Iniesta, the Barça legend, for the first time plays against his former club.
FC Barcelona, Josep Maria Bartomeu 会長が審判団並びに選手を激励いたします。どうぞ皆様も大きな拍手で選手への激励をお願いします。
Well, the various dignitaries are introduced as well, including Josep Maria Bartomeu, the Barça president, as we will have some traditional greetings a couple of minutes ahead of kick-off. Well, this tour has been a successful one. Japanese fans love Barça, the most popular club worldwide. And Barça contributing to the J-League as well, with the likes of players like that: Sergi Samper, Andrés Iniesta, David Villa, Lucas Podolski, now Thomas Vermaelen as well. The Japanese team struggling in the J-League. They will look for a performance that gives them some much-needed confidence ahead of their remaining league contests. So two sides at different stages of the season. Barca now midway through their pre-season, waiting for the South American players who participated in the Copa America to come back. The likes of Suarez and Messi will feature in the next pre-season contests.
続きまして両チーム審判団で記念撮影を行います。
It is, of course, a slightly strange occasion to see Andrés Iniesta playing against Football Club Barcelona, but he will be captaining Vissel Kobe today. Over a decade with the Blaugrana, now plying his trade in Japan. David Villa has taken the J-League by storm. Goal after goal after goal from him. Looking to stop him today will be Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who's the starting goalkeeper for Barca. He gets the nod between the sticks ahead of Neto. Well, there is the new Barca away kit for 2019-2020. Yellow with the Blaugrana stripe. That combines with the Blaugrana checked first kit that the Barca players will be wearing in their home games this coming season. Well, Sergi Busquets is captaining Barca today. His opposite number, the man and the legend, Andrés Iniesta. And there's the coach, Torsten Fink. Took over just over a month ago at Vissel Kobe, replacing the outgoing Juan Manuel Leo. Attempting to turn around Vissel Kobe's league form. They have lost their last few games. 3 on the bounce for Vissel Kobe against Shimizu S-Pulse and Shonan Belmar. Ernesto Valverde in the dugout for Football Club Barcelona, praying for his third season in charge of the Catalan club. It's going to be David Villa to take the kickoff for Vissel Kobe. And we're going from right to left. Sergi Samper gets a first touch. Vissel Kobe immediately playing the ball on the edge of their area. They move it over to the right-hand side. There was room for improvement for Barca in the game against Chelsea. It's a slightly lower level of opposition. Nevertheless, Barca will be working the possession football. The concepts and methodology remain the same. Busquets in the middle of the park. Semedo doubles back. Brought down by Rafinha. on the near touchline. He tried to go inside. Pulling him back was a Vissel Kobe player, the number 15, Mia. Griezmann with a nice back heel through. It's run onto, though, by the defence. Ahead of Ricky Puig, who impressed in the game against Chelsea. And the ball ricochets back. Barca are trying to go on the counter-attack here. The goalkeeper will get a touch. Griezmann slips inside the box as he was trying to pressure opposition goalkeeper Maikawa. Barca will in turn play it back to their goalkeeper, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who isn't pressed by the Vissel Kobe players. Semedo has it on the right. Rakitic. He's turned. Barca try and link the passes together, but Griezmann's attempt is wayward. Gorke has it. Nice triangulation on the near side, and Barca have to punt that one clear. It eventually goes out off Rafinha. Clement Lenglet had to take invasive action. Vissel Kobe have a throw on the near side. Hatsuse. It's kept in by Hatsuse, but he's played it into the centre where Barca look to start an attack. Holding that up was Alex Collado. Didn't see anybody in front of him, so Barca reset. And they're forced into a mistake by a Vissel Kobe press just past the halfway line. Iniesta plays a pass to David Villa, who was at full stretch. He slips up and nothing becomes of the attack, but it's been won back by Iniesta on the edge of the box. Iniesta lets loose with a shot off his left foot from just outside the D, having won the ball back off the Barca defence. Iniesta with the first effort of the game is just wide of the top left corner. Busquets trots forward. We're coming up to 5 minutes played here. A through ball gets to Griezmann. He's onside. Barca move the ball around. Ricky Puig plays to the left. Jordi Alba looks inside, floats across over it, nearly finds its way inside the right post. Rafinha slipped up in the box. Alba's cross flies out for a goal kick. We've seen a few players falling over in the early going. Maybe a slightly overwatered pitch. Rafinha in a central position. Plays to Ricky Puig, who opens it up to Nelson Semedo on the right. Rakitic now in the centre circle. Short pass across to Araujo, who gets the start today. Barca try and open things up onto the right-hand side. It was a good idea. A diagonal pass by Rafinha to Semedo. That was a few paces ahead of the Portuguese. Run out by Gorke as he tried a 360 turn. Back with Maekawa. Iniesta's waiting in the centre, but there's a break away from Vissel Kobe. One that is cut out by a foul from Clement Lenglet. It was a break down the right channel. Lenglet was beaten first of all, tried to get back goal side. Slid in with the challenge and took out the number 34, Fujitani. That means we have a free kick, maybe slightly outside shooting range. Iniesta is standing over it. Iniesta scoops it into the box where it is headed wide. It was ushered out by Semedo. Iniesta trying to find Dankler in the middle. Short pass, Griezmann was trying to go on a run. Barca get this back through Semedo's persistence. Little back heel returns the ball to him from Rafinha. It's sprayed over to the left-hand side. Griezmann's waiting in the box. Rafinha was there as well. The ball in though, blocked by the Vissel Kobe back line. Barca play back to Ter Stegen, who's well outside his area. We've had a couple of chances so far. That Iniesta effort, the closest. We're approaching 10 minutes played here at Vinove Stadium. It's Semedo on the left. Rakitic. Jordi Alba gets a short return pass. Play very compact from Barca on the left, with nobody making the run into the box. And that allows for a counter-attack by Vissel Kobe. On the right channel, it's squared, but nobody was waiting in the middle. David Villa had held up his run. He was waiting on the edge of the box. Instead, his teammate went close to the byline, crossed into the centre. Ter Stegen was able to make the catch. Lenglet. He's passed to the left. It's put back into the defence. No Gerard Piqué today. He misses out on this one through injury. Iniesta swings one over to Ogawa. Well, Vissel Kobe, of course, already at match fitness. Midway through the J-League season, they have been struggling. Hence the change of coach, with Juan Malia making way for Torsten Fink. Back with Marc-Andre Ter Stegen again. And that one rolls out on the far side. Well, the ball's found its way into the box. Barca have it, and it's put wide. Riqui Puig had robbed that ball away. It was a poor clearance from Dankler. Riqui Puig was straight on it. Instead of squaring to Griezmann, he went for goal himself. And trying to beat the goalkeeper at his near post, he puts the ball into the side netting. Well, Dankler is pressured again by Riqui Puig. He also presses up on the goalkeeper. Vissel Kobe move the ball around the defence. Barca have caught them in possession a couple of times. Well, they will have a new addition in defence shortly as Thomas Vermaelen makes the move to Japan. Short pass out from Ter Stegen. Rakuten. Semedo into the middle. Rafinha was waiting on the right-hand side instead. Griezmann plays a pass to Semedo. He taps it back. Rafinha to Griezmann in the box. Barca working the triangles. Rafinha ends the move with a shot which he curls towards the goalkeeper. It's taken by a very grateful Maekawa. There's another mistake passing the ball out from Vissel Kobe. They get away with it as Hatsuse plays a pass inside to the number 5, Yamaguchi. Ambitious ball from Sergi Samper is intercepted. Barca coming out of their shells a little bit more as we approach the quarter-hour mark. Rafinha and Griezmann are waiting in the centre. The ball is on the left. That's played to Griezmann by Busquets in a central position. He plays to Semedo on the right channel. He decides to square it. The ball nearly finds its way over the line. Off a deflection from a Vissel Kobe defender. The Japanese side eventually clear. Rafinha and Griezmann beginning to combine. Vissel Kobe make it across the halfway line. Here's another run down the right channel. That's some confident defending though from Araujo. Nicks the ball off the Japanese player, concedes a corner. But took it on with a confident sprint ahead of Ogawa. And ball falls onto the edge of the 6-yard box for Vissel Kobe. They try another ball through the centre, which Lenglet intercepts, and now Barca go on the attack. Riqui Puig plays a short pass to Rafinha. Rafinha ducks inside. Busquets to Griezmann. Ricky Puig. Griezmann has it square on goal. Semedo. Vissel Kobe defending well in the midfield. Scooped up to Semedo on the right-hand side. He'll take on one of the defenders. Tried for a simple go-around on Hatsuse, who sprinted after the ball. Back by Rafinha. And Rakuten plays a central ball. It's worked over to the left. Griezmann tries to sprint to the left channel, opens up his body again to play a pass. Vissel Kobe just intercepting that last ball on several occasions. We're coming up to 20 minutes played, and it's still 0-0 between Vissel Kobe and Football Club Barcelona. Vissel Kobe again block across into the area. This time it was from Jordi Alba. Semedo tried to go around the fullback Hatsuse, who stood firm. It's Barca in possession. Semedo. He and Rafinha have been two of the more active players in the opening 20 minutes. It's Rafinha who's fouled by Sergi Samper into a free kick around about 40 metres out. One that is launched over to Jordi Alba on the left. Ricky Puig tries to cross into the box, was looking for Rafinha, who was being trapped by the defender. The ball was a couple of paces away from him and gathered up by Maikawa, the goalkeeper. One away by Rakuten. He tried to make his way through the middle. It's a clean challenge on him by Sergi Samper. Well, no. A foul is given. It did look as if Samper got the ball. Samper gets his heel on top of the ball as he dispossesses Rakuten. Took out his former teammate with the slide though, and Rakuten is still down. Well, Rakuten, thankfully, is back up to his feet. Mr. Valverde has moved to the edge of his technical area, looking concerned. Rakuten will trot off, but will ask for permission to come back on shortly. Alex Collado will take the free kick. He chips it over. An overhead kick attempt from Rafinha is blocked by Dankler. Short pass by Ricky Puig. Araujo. Well, that pass over to the left required a sprint back from Jordi Alba, who'd advanced upfield. Busquets was unaware of his positioning. We are halfway through the first half. Barca started the game off on the back foot. They're now in control of possession. That through ball on the left channel is intercepted before Collado could make anything happen. Fujitani. Now one back by Barca. Rafinha has space in the centre. Now the defence go on to him. He plays to Griezmann, who gets it to Semedo and makes a move. Rafinha is dispossessed as the pass was played to his feet. Vissel will try for the counter-attack here through Andrés Iniesta. Iniesta looks upfield. Busquets sticks to him. And that allows the Barca cavalry to get back. On the left. Short pass to Araujo. Semedo. Rafinha's dropped over to the right-hand side and he's barged over. Rafinha doubled back. He was snaking away from Hatsuse. Was then tripped up as he tried that final stretch away. That one's ushered out away from Collado by the Vissel Kobe defender. It's going to be a goal kick, one of the first for Taikawa. Back to Dankler on the edge of the box. He gets it back to his goalkeeper, who of course is pressed by the Barca forwards. That one played dangerously across the box by Football Club Barcelona. Maikawa watched it go over to the left. This one's come out, it's chipped over the top, finds its way through. Griezmann couldn't quite shape his body inside the 6-yard box for a scooped pass down the centre from Sergio Busquets. Griezmann was onside. The defender just got a toe to it as he turned, as it dropped over his shoulder. Griezmann was preparing for the volley. Corner comes in, it's fallen to the edge of the 6-yard box. Maikawa gets back in position. Rakuten had a shot closed down. And Rakuten had the goal at his mercy, but the defender went over to block. Here comes the corner. It's headed away from Clement Lenglet. Araujo to Rafinha. Semedo wants this on the right-hand side. Instead of a more ambitious ball is played through the centre. Trying to find Griezmann. It rolls back to the keeper. Well, we shall see how many minutes Griezmann gets today. He was taken off at half-time against Chelsea, as were almost the entirety of the Barca starting 11. This is turned by Rakuten. He plays to the feet of Rafinha inside the D. It falls loose for a shot, and Ricky Puig's effort is closed down. Finally, players stopped for a foul by Nelson Semedo. Out by the goalkeeper, Maikawa. A backheel attempt would have played through Iniesta on the left. Instead, it's intercepted by Barca. Rafinha has it in the middle. He plays to Ricky Puig. And Busquets spies Jordi Alba in space over on the left. Hatsuse. Scooped over the top of the Barca defence, but Semedo is able to tap it back to Ter Stegen. We haven't seen too much of Semedo defending so far. He's mostly been called upon up top to combine with the likes of Griezmann and Rafinha on the right side. Rafinha does have the ball now. He plays to Semedo. Barca again look for an opening. Rafinha into the centre. It bounces by the penalty spot of a diagonal cross in. Griezmann was ushered off the ball by Dankler. Half an hour has elapsed. It's still Vissel Kobe 0, Football Club Barcelona 0. Best chance for the Japanese side coming through. One-time Barca player Andrés Iniesta, a club legend. Meanwhile, we've seen a few good opportunities for Barca, including 2 shots on goal. Araujo gets the ball back to Ter Stegen. Takes a touch to control. His clearance was gathered up by Goke. Iniesta plays a pass down the left channel and it goes out for a goal kick. On the bench for Barca, Neto, Iñaki Peña, Umtiti, De Jong, Todibo, Alenia Busquets, Guillermo Jaime, Sergio Roberto, Carlos Perez, Malcolm, Ousmane Dembele and Monchu. Expect to see some, if not all of them, in the second half. It's with Barça on the halfway line. This ball down the right channel is gathered up by the goalkeeper. Semedo has made his way into the box. One of Barca's more attacking players in the first half. Playing even further up the field than Jordi Alba on the opposite side. Makawa, the goalkeeper, plays out to Mia. It's on the right for Vissel Kobe. A cross comes in from Fujitani, which is cleared on the volley by Araujo. We have just over 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Sergi Samper tried a powerful pass that's intercepted in the Barca defence by Semedo. He'd moved over almost into a centre-back position. Lenglet plays to Semedo, who's now just behind the halfway line. There's a nice ball down the left channel. Jordi Alba plays it inside with a short pass. It's back with Alba. Now Collado to Rakitic. Rakitic's shot trickles out wide of the left post as he sent it through traffic. The Croatian had lined one up from outside the box. He was being closed down but was single-minded. He's won a corner. Headed away at the near post. Iniesta might kickstart a counter-attack here. Plays that through, offside flag stays down. Ter Stegen goes out to meet the runner, the number 13 for Vissel Kobe, who'd broken away. Suspicion he might have been offside, but the flag stayed down for Ogawa. Ter Stegen sprints out of his box and was able to lift that into touch. Iniesta into the box. Defending on the back foot, Jordi Alba slides in to concede a corner. Iniesta pours some water over him in this humid stadium. He's got the ball off the corner. His cross in was blocked by Jordi Alba, and now Barca break. It's one-on-one now. Collado trying to find his way through, and he's felled after a tangle with Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi shown the yellow card. Collado had breaking away once he was past the halfway line. It was only Yamaguchi on him. Yamaguchi had slipped up, put his body in the way. And ran across Collado. Well, Fujitani had got back as well. He may very well have got goal side of Alex Collado. We will never know because a free kick has been conceded. Jordi Alba and Rakitic in discussion as to who is to take this. It's around about 35 meters out. It will be Rakitic. He smashes it into the wall. And enough of the sting have been taken out of that. The ball to spin back to the goalkeeper, Maikawa. The ball had crashed into the chest of David Villa. Vissel Kobe being pegged back here as Barca press high up the pitch. Dankler gets it back to Maikawa. Well, Dankler almost caught in possession again. It's all back to Maikawa. A desperate clearance from Vissel Kobe gives possession to Barca again. Come to the edge of the D. Collado was thinking about a shot. Instead, he's hassled and harangued. That's played over, and Maikawa takes it on his chest. We're 5 minutes away from the half-time whistle here at the Nové Stadium. Iniesta spies an opening on the right channel. David Villa's waiting in the centre. He slips up. His teammate holds on to the ball, plays it to Iniesta. And his shot rolls along the ground, skidding towards the goalkeeper. Maikawa had started the move with the ball upfield. Ter Stegen ends it with a save. Well, it wasn't the most powerful shot from Iniesta, but it was a great move from Vissel Kobe. Vintage Iniesta spying the space after the defenders have been drawn to him. Rafinha rolls that through to Griezmann. Griezmann squares it. Barca just not quite able to find the finish off the final ball. Another interception from Barca. Vissel Kobe struggling to get the ball upfield. Rafinha tries to leave that for Griezmann. Semedo picks up the slack. He looks for a pass inside, finds Griezmann. One of the big Barca signings of the summer. Played his first minutes for the club in an unofficial capacity against Chelsea in midweek. Run down the right. Rafinha tries a pirouette turn. Kept the ball in play. Some silky skills there from the Brazilian. Griezmann's waiting in the middle as Barca have it on the left flank. Still a few more pre-season friendlies to go for Barca before the season opener against Athletic Club. Game that has changed its kickoff time. It's now going to be a late Saturday kickoff on the first weekend of the season. Back the left, it's squared, and Griezmann lined up a shot. It's the first time he's had a really clear look on goal. And he puts the ball wide. Dankler was goal side of him, but Griezmann finally had the space to send the ball towards the net. Instead, it just hits the top of his instep to fly out into the stands. Well, we shouldn't have too much in the way of stoppage time at the end of the first half. Still goalless between Vissel Kobe and Football Club Barcelona. Barca attack again through Rafinha. Plays into the middle. Ricky Puig is on the ball. Griezmann. He fell down. Now ball goes towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It was caught by Maikawa. The referee has stopped play again. Pass to get things back underway with a pass back to Ter Stegen. We're now inside the final minute of normal time in the first half. Vissel Kobe have shown that they're up to match speed. Barça clicking more and more as this first half progresses. Rakuten is on the ball. This is laid off onto the edge of the D. The shot is saved by Maikawa. It's another one off the right foot of Ivan Rakuten. Right on the edge of the D. He put his foot through it, kept it low. Maikawa had to dive to his right to make the save. And the resulting corner could perhaps be the last chance of the first half. Over from the left. Vissel Kobe try for a counter-attack. The ball instead goes out for a throw. Chipped in from the left, caught by Maikawa. And when he gets the ball upfield, we're likely to hear the half-time whistle. We haven't had too much in the way of pauses in play. Iniesta tries to start one final counter-attack. He plays the ball over the top of the defence. The offside flag is raised, though, as we come to half-time at Vissel Stadium. Still 0-0 between Vissel Kobe and Barcelona. Second half coming up, likely with many changes for both sides. Wholesale changes are made for the second half as you rejoin us at the Nou Vez Stadium. Football Club Barcelona have replaced seemingly the entire 11 which started the game against Vissel Kobe. We'll see how many changes are made by the Japanese side as well. Starting in the middle of the attack is Malcolm, who will be kicking us off with the second half. The game's still level, 0-0. After 45 minutes of play, we get ready for the second period in which Barça will be shooting from right to left. Again, decked out in their new away kit, which gets its first outing in this game against Japanese opposition. The likes of Alenia, Malcolm, Guillaume Jaume have come on. It does look as if the entire 11 has been changed, including the introduction of Frenkie de Jong, yet to play alongside Antoine Griezmann, who has been subbed off at half-time. Immediately a ball is played through. It's taken by the goalkeeper for Vissel Kobe. And there's a misplaced pass there by Nishi, as he tried to get the ball back to Maikawa. On the right, this one comes in, it's headed against the post. Closest opportunity of the game so far for Barça. Maikawa takes the resulting goal kick, a great chance to open up the second period. Flicked up. And another second half substitute who's come off of Vissel Kobe. Eventually that ball goes out. Tanaka has come on as Masuyama. Played out by Neto, who gets another 45 minutes between the sticks today for Barça after his summer signing for the club. Launched over to the right by Todibo. It's punted into the opposition box. Maikawa, who has stayed on from the first half, gathers that up. A great opening chance in the second half for Todibo. That header against the post. Malcolm was contesting the ball as well. Todibo with a short pass out to Frenkie de Jong. Once again playing just in front of the defence. De Jong's on the run here. Malcolm might look for a return pass to him. Instead slips it onto the left flank, where Carlos Perez is waiting. Carlos Perez, who had a couple of chances against Chelsea. Hit the side netting on one occasion. Had other shots saved. Pre-season a real proving ground for some of these players who want to break through to the first team at some stage. Understandably, with Vissel Kobe in the middle of their league season, they have also made wholesale changes. Nasu's come on in the defence. The three former Barça players have made way. No David Villa, no Andrés Iniesta, no Sergi Samper. After 45 minutes of action against their former club. To the middle, nobody's getting on to Malcolm. He plays the ball behind his teammate, though, as making the run. Ousmane Dembele had gone too far forward. Ernesto Valverde gets onto the edge of his technical area to give some instructions. Vissel Kobe did have some chances of their own in the first half. The majority through Andrés Iniesta. He's not on the field of play for the second period, though. Brought back into the Barca defence. Todibo looks up, does not require the presence of Neto. Carlos Perez gets the ball on the left. Let that run, might have taken that out of play as he runs at Nishi. Ball's found its way into the box. Dembele tried to pull it back. A foul is given against the Frenchman. Monchu has come on for Semedo, who was maybe the most active of the Barca players in the first half. Back in the defence by Vissel Kobe. They once again use goalkeeper Maikawa. Scooped up, and Barca intercept. Carlos Perez is on the ball. Back to Neto. Barça started off this second half with that great chance that banged against the post. Just finding their groove now. Carlos Perez plays a central ball. Frankie de Jong looks for a return pass. Dembélé has other ideas. He might go for goal. Now he plays it to de Jong, whose back heel is collected by the defence. Sosaki gets it away. A foul is called. Another promising Barca attack breaks down. Dembélé found a neat pass. De Jong tried for the return off the back heel. Neto. Lifted onto the edge of the area. Todibo gets his head to the ball. It's allowed to run across by Guillem Jaime. It's a good run upfield from Barca, played into space. Malcolm plays a quick pass over to Dembélé. Frankie de Jong drew some defenders away, and Dembélé's shot bobbles wide of the left post. Centimetres away for Ousmane Dembélé. Here comes the corner. Carlos Perez swings that in, and it's caught by the keeper. That's Vissel who go on the counter-attack. They're outnumbered here. Now it's 4-on-4. And Todibo, with his presence alone, was able to cut out the threat. Short pass by de Jong. It's on the right. As I flick that through again, and we have the opening goal of the game. It's Carlos Perez with the nutmeg on the goalkeeper from close range. Barca take the lead just before the hour mark, and they do so courtesy of some clever attacking passing play. Carlos Perez is the man who finishes it off. He started off the move, doubling back, uses Malcolm as a wall for the 1-2. Malcolm sets him up perfectly. And that's a confident finish from Carlos Perez. A neat shot through the legs of Maikawa. Vissel Kobe 0. Barca 1 with half an hour remaining. Well, Barca had been threatening up until the opening goal. They get the reward for their persistence. This one intercepted again by Todibo. Todibo, who goes back and forth inside his own area, manages to shake off the Vissel Kobe attacker. Alenia with the pass to the left. The 1-2 attempt didn't quite come off. Vissel Kobe go back to their goalkeeper. Will we see some more changes from them on the hour mark? That seems to be par for the course in these pre-season contests. Back to Maikawa. Run upfield now by Barca. They get it back into their own half. Well, this game marks the end of Barca's Japanese tour. Plenty more friendly fixtures coming up, though. This will find its way onto the edge of the area. It skims wide. Carlos Alenia has a pop. Upcoming games for Barca include the Gamper, which is coming up next Sunday. An 8 p.m. local time kickoff as Barca welcome Arsenal to the Camp Nou. After that, a double header against Napoli. Then the season gets underway. Barca at San Mamés against Athletic Club. Neto. Sampa with a short pass. The only one of the three former Barca players who remains on the field of play for the second half. This one's drilled into the centre. Vissel Kobe attack again. Barca get the block. The follow-up attempt is swiped wide. It was a pot shot from the edge of the area after Todibo had made yet another block. one bounces through, taken upfield by Carlos Perez. Alenia works it into space on the right. Barca chasing goal number 2 this Rakuten Cup game. Their second such encounter in the tournament after losing to Chelsea. That's one away. Played back into the Barca half. Nobody pushing forward now for Vissel Kobe. But with all the time in the world to get it around the defence. Sergio Roberto, another one of those players brought on at half-time. And now Vissel Kobe in the Barca half. Pressing high, making things more complicated for Ernesto Valverde's side. Eventually a foul ends that spell of pressing. Vissel Kobe get the ball across the halfway line. Their next fixture is coming up next Friday against Gamba Osaka. They have a chance here. They can't pull the trigger on a shot though, as Barca get 3 players in the way. The last to make the block was Samuel Umtiti, who's come on for Clement Lenglet in the second half. Halfway through the second period. Masuyama hands off the throw to his teammate. Vissel Kobe play a short pass to Nishi. Back into the Vissel Kobe half. Oh, it's a little bit of trouble there for the goalkeeper. He does manage to launch the ball upfield. Well, we see a foul on Sergio Roberto. Back by Umtiti to Neto. Neto has made clear he's come to Barca to play. There will be some fierce competition between him and Ter Stegen for the starting spot in goal. He impressed with Valencia over the last couple of seasons, as he did with Fiorentina before that. Going the other way this summer, Jesper Sillason, with several players departing the club in the transfer market. De Jong to Malcolm. Malcolm wants a 1-2. Instead, it's over to De Jong. Titi again calmly gains possession for Barca. Waits just beyond the halfway line as the players combine passes. Perez, and got that to teammate Guillem Jaime. It's now back with Maikawa, goalkeeper for Vissel Kobe. Just been beaten on the one occasion so far. He might be beaten a second time now, though, because closing in on goal was Carlos Alenia. Maikawa is able to read the intentions of the Barca player and gathers up the chip attempt inside the box. That's Vissel Kobe on the counter-attack. Shuffle step in. Titi's put to ground. Manages to poke a toe towards the ball and get it out of the box. Another crossfield ball here from Vissel Kobe. Barca again not really pressed in defence. Vissel Kobe focusing their intentions on cutting out the passes in the midfield. Back it once again to Maikawa, the goalkeeper. His opposite number, Neto, has one headed to him. He plays to the feet of Titi. Japanese tour, the first of two excursions for Barca. They will be moving stateside in a couple of weeks' time for the double header against Napoli. That was a run away by Guillem Jaime. But it was also out for a throw. To move forward again. It's played off a nutmeg to the feet of Ousmane Dembélé, who couldn't quite get around Osaki. Vissel Kobe now go on the attack. The ball goes through the defence, but the attacker did not have the pace to keep it going. And in his frustration, he commits a foul on Monchu, the player who came on for the active Nelson Semedo at half-time. Alenia to Guillem Jaime. Another pass by Alenia, this time to Sergio Roberto. Back to Neto. Barca reset again. Malcolm has it in the centre of the park. It's moved out to the centre circle to the left-hand side where Guillem Jaime takes on a defender, snakes past him, tries to get the cut back, and the ball clangs against the crossbar off a shot from Malcolm. That's twice Barca have hit the woodwork in the second half. Has left them vulnerable to a counter-attack, but the bounce favours Ernesto Valverde's men. Malcolm goes down and takes the free kick quickly, plays it to Frankie de Jong. There's a call for it from Guillem Jaime. The intended shot is closed down by the defence. Barca have been in control in the second half, which has around about 10 minutes still to run. De Jong with the pass, gets it back from Malcolm. Dembélé comes to it. Malcolm shows. And that was a neat little through ball attempt. It was just out of the reach of the runner down the left channel. Here's another look at the chance for Malcolm. It clips the back of the defender, which sets it up for Malcolm. He gets slightly too much underneath the ball. And the end result is him hitting the crossbar. Maikawa, now he goes long. We're approaching the final 10 minutes here. A game of two halves in terms of personnel for Barca. Making a complete change for the second period. See what lies in store in the Gamper next Sunday. That more of a realistic test for the first team. We might see all of the South American crew back as well. And we'll get a little closer to seeing just where Barca are at ahead at the start of the 2019-2020 campaign. Playing through it on the right-hand side. Cross is pinged over by Wellington. Now in the centre with Yasui. Might see a cross here from Nishi. Too close to the feet of Samuel Umtiti. Whose clearance leads to a counter-attack for Barca. This is a nice weaving run from Dembélé. Dembélé still going. Dembélé, he wants to shoot here, and he does so. It bounces along the ground. And Maika was able to take it. Well, after having beaten the first defender in such style, Dembélé was always going to have a go on goal there. With a flair for the spectacular. He's on the ball again. This time he'll lay it off to Malcolm, but he plays it too short. Well, this could be an opportunity for Vissel Kobe. Todibo once again gets over, closes the door, and denies another shot for Vissel Kobe. It was Nakasaka who put that onto his right foot. We're going to have another change, another pair of changes. Sergi Samper goes off, Kobayashi is on. And also have a replacement goalkeeper brought on. Vissel Kobe are on the ball. Chested down, looped in. Neto decides to stay on his line as the offside flag is raised. Neto will take the resulting free kick. Barca will try and work this upfield from the back. Neto complaining about the positioning of the defenders. He wanted them playing a little less compact. It's a lovely ball played over. The defence just get to it ahead of the runner down the right. Monchu appearing from out of nowhere and forcing the opposition defender Nishi into a header out for a corner. Dembélé spoons that shot into the crowd. Well, this ball's found its way back to Barca. Malcolm squares it, set up for Carlos Perez. Maybe took too much time over that. Bringing it under control, Watanabe put himself in the way. De Jong to Dembélé. That's a heavy pass, but it is kept in by Guillem Jaime. Perez, oh, inside the right post. Another slick shot. Finishes off another Barça chance. It's now 2-0. Barça with both goals from Carlos Perez, both goals in the second half. It was Guillem Jaime who squared that. Didn't give up on the loose ball. Carlos Perez had to get round the defender, and once he's seen the angle, decided to pull the trigger on the shot. It's just out of the reach of the goalkeeper, Yoshimaru, who's only come on for the final 10 minutes. Carlos Perez with his second goal of the game. In the aftermath of the goal, Vissel Kobe have made a substitution. Nasu has come on. Here he is on the ball. He's back to his keeper, Yoshimaru. Tidi. Back to Neto now. Barça go upfield. Vissel Kobe defend deep. Alenia finds a pass to the right. Crossfield ball to the left-hand side, brought down. Turned here, that sliding challenge. Takes it off the toe of Carlos Perez and out of play. Turned by Carlos Perez, finds some space further back. Watch out for Dembele's run here. The referee gives a corner as Nishi was trying to halt the progress of the Frenchman. De Jong has a look inside, plays the cross in. There's a crowd of bodies in there, and that ball off the rebound is shot by Malcolm. One touch to control the second, to drive it towards goal. It goes wide after the keeper gets a touch on it. Sergio Roberto. Another ball into the box. It's fallen loose here. Watanabe had committed. We have another loose ball for Barça. Here's Malcolm, lays it off. Dembele fakes the shot. And it hits his standing leg. Frankie de Jong, wide of goal, as he tried to finish off the move. De Jong with a first-time hit around the right post. Another ball has fallen to Barça. Mistakes galore from Vissel Kobe. And a timely deflection means that Frankie de Jong could not line up another shot. Barca attack again as we go into stoppage time at the end of the second half. Swiped over to the right. It was an ambitious attempt at a ball through for Guillem Jaime. There's Guillem Jaime. He plays a short pass, which was taken away from Umtiti. That's left some space at the back, which is closed up by Guillem Jaime. Lovely back heel there. Osaki. Two players waiting in the middle, now four. There's no cross in though, as Monchu slides in with the challenge, conceding a corner. Here comes the set piece into the middle. Neto stays on his line again. Frankie de Jong gets the header that concedes another corner, this time from the right. Played low and short. That cross delivered clear by Umtiti from inside the 6-yard box. Flick through here, drops inside the area, and Todibo calmly gets that clear. The game comes to an end. Football Club Barcelona get a 2-0 victory to round off their Japanese tour, beating Vissel Kobe. 2 goals by Carlos Perez in the second half. Barca's Japanese tour comes to a close, and they do so with a victory. The final score, Vissel Kobe 0, Football Club Barcelona 2.